Goeiemorgen, good morning and welcome. The Addo National Park is the third largest park in South Africa. It stretches from mountains to coast and covers many diverse regions. But there is one main reason why most visitors come here. They come here because there are more than 600 elephants roaming the park. In 1931, there were only 11 elephants left in this region, and this park was created mostly to try to protect them. It was wildly successful. I had told my friends that I could guarantee that we would see elephants, and this made them think that it would be more like a small wildlife preserve or sanctuary. It is not. Addo is a totally wild national park. Addo is huge, but luckily the elephants visit certain water holes very regularly, so you have a very good chance to see them. And there being over 600 of them also really help with sightings. If you want to increase your chances to see elephants and other animals, here's my best tip regarding Addo. You don't have to go on a game drive. For a fairly small fee, you're able to hire a guide that will join you in your own car for 2 hours and show you many of the animals. And these guides are good. Our guide made us stop at one point, even though we could not see anything, because he thought he had the glimpse of a lion. We moved on after a while since no one could see anything else, but later that day, lions were reported exactly where he had thought he had seen them. He also took us to see places like the meerkat village, something that is easy to observe if you know where it is, but that you might just drive by if you did not know what to look out for. If you're just driving through Addo by yourself, they actually give you a wonderful tool to help you identify the animals you see. It is famed as a game. It has photos of all the animals that call Addo home. The first person to spot a particular animal gets maximum points, and there's more points for rarer animals. But there are additional points for seeing the same animal again. So, if you can't tell your Kudu from your eland and your bontebok from your wildebeest, this is a great tool to help you. We were very lucky with the amounts of animals we were able to see in just one day. I had a wish list of a male kudu with an impressive set of horn, check. A baby elephant, check, check, check. A jackal, check, and how. It was just chilling right next to the road. Unfortunately, we did not see anything from our dream list. This was buffalo and lion and rhino. To be honest, we did not expect to see any of them. Last time I was in Addo, I got very lucky to see some buffalo up close. So it's not impossible to see them. But last time we were in the park for 3 days, so we were able to visit some of the more remote areas where you are more likely to see buffalo and rhino. A lot of people ask why there are no giraffes. Giraffes are such an iconic African animal, but they are not endemic to this part of Africa. As in, there did not used to be giraffes in this part of Africa, so Sun Park has chosen to not introduce any. And they don't have any plans to ever introduce any. So let's talk a bit about the animals we did see. We saw a small herd of zebra. There are many zebra in the park, and we actually saw several family groups. As mentioned, we visited the meerkat village. Unfortunately, I don't have a good enough camera to be able to zoom in enough. Please consider subscribing to my channel so that I can eventually make some money and buy a really good camera instead of just filming on my phone. We saw some red Hartebeest. Red for the color and Hartebeest because heart in Afrikaans means heart. So if you look at the Hartebeest from the front, you can see that their horns form a heart. Sometimes you miss the smaller animals in your rush to see the big five, but we were lucky enough to see several tortoises. There used to be big signs all over the park to tell everyone to avoid driving over fresh dung to try to protect the critically endangered species of dung beetle found in the park. I am told that they have made a very good recovery, but I'm still very careful to try to avoid driving over dung. In addition to the elephants at the waterhole, who will get a video all to themselves, we were lucky to spot several elephants just chilling in the bush right next to the road. I think in many ways I enjoyed these elephants more than the elephants at the waterhole. Not only were there less tourists all crowded together, the amount of elephants at the waterhole is slightly overwhelming, so it almost doesn't feel real. A family of warthogs joined us traveling along the road. The other vehicle in our group had seen warthogs running along the fence even before they entered the park. But they eluded us for most of the day, and we were very happy to see them late in the afternoon. Then, of course, we saw several families along the fence as we were leaving the next day. We ended our day with a gorgeous male kudu right next to the road. It had the required huge set of corkscrew horns. It's not always possible to get the scales of animals if you just see them in videos, but for my American friends, kudus are about the size of elk. So this is a very large animal that you are looking at. Getting to Addo had made our road trip longer than I would have preferred. But looking at these animals, it was totally worth it. Addo is always worth a visit.